Hello and welcome. This is Cheryl. Thank you so much for joining me today. In today's video, I'm sharing day 5 of the Spellbinders Crafty Advent Calendar for 2025. So every day for the first 24 days in December, I'll be opening up one window in this calendar, sharing what's in there, and creating a card or possibly something else with it. So today we have another die set. This one is a bunch of flowers. So there's some really unique flowers in here. I always love when there's die sets in here because they're always really cute and unique ones. So there's 3 different types of flowers. There's one large flower, one that has 4 petals, and then I guess technically the third one isn't necessarily a flower. It's a bud with a little bit of petals coming out of it. So I'm going to do my die cutting off screen. I have everything die cut here, and I thought I would pull in the die from the day 4, the stamp block. I'm going to turn it into a vase. I just looked at the shape of it and I thought it would make a great vase. So I just cut the tab off of it with my detail scissors. I want to do a little bit of ink blending before I start to assemble my die cuts. So my vase there is die cut out of fog cardstock. I'm doing the ink blending with some hickory smoke, just lightly around the outside edges. It just makes it look a little bit more realistic like a vase. You don't necessarily have to do the ink blending, but sometimes it just adds a lot of warmth and depth to what you're creating. For the flowers, I have ink blended with Seedless Preserves ink, and then for the leaves I'm using Mowed Lawn. And those leaves were die cut out of peridot cardstock, and the floral elements, the purple elements there, were die cut out of orchid and mulberry cardstock. I also die cut the centers to the 4-leaf flower out of some matte silver cardstock, just to add a little bit of metallic element to it. I'm gluing everything together with some Barely Art glue in a fine line bottle so I can glue teeny tiny die cuts as well as assemble my card with it. And as always, I'm doing these florals with some purple tones, but obviously you can use whatever colors you like for creating flowers. And I love that with floral die cuts is you can just choose your favorite colors and mix and match those, because pretty much anything goes when it comes to florals. But I do find adding that ink blending often just does make it a little bit more almost realistic looking. So with my floral die cuts assembled, I can glue them into the vase. Even though I'm using liquid glue, I don't have to wait too long for that glue to start to set. So even though it's only sat for maybe 10-15 seconds, I can start assembling it and gluing it underneath the vase. Now I wouldn't be too rough with the die cuts because the glue is still setting, but it's nice that you don't have to wait too long for it. For a sentiment for this set, I pulled out the stamp set from day 2, and I'm using the Thank You So Much. I have a piece of Hammermill cardstock here for my background. I'm using my Misty stamping tool so that I can stamp it multiple times to make sure I have a nice crisp stamp or crisp stamping of the sentiment. And I'm stamping it with the Seedless Preserves Distress ink. This is the same color that I used to ink blend on the flowers. Now the stamps in this calendar, they're a little bit more of a softer stamp, so you have to be careful not to press too hard when you're doing your stamping, but it is nice to be able to stamp it multiple times by using the Misty to make sure that you get the full sentiment stamped and not have to line everything up again. Once that is stamped, I trim that down to 3 3/4 inches by 5 inches, and I'm using a piece of the mulberry cardstock to trim down to 4 inches by 5 1/4. That's going to be my mat, and you can see that that was the piece that I used to die cut my florals out of. It's not going to matter if there's pieces die cut out of it. We have our white piece here that's going on top of it. You can't see through it. You can't see that anything was die cut out of it. And it's just a way to extend your cardstock just a little bit. So once I have those glued down, I put my acrylic block on there just to hold them nice and flat, frees up my hands to work with other things. I can add the glue to my little vase here, and our card is pretty much done. You could leave it this way as is, but there's a couple separate leaves that get cut when you cut one of the stems. So I'm going to insert those as well just to make that vase just a little bit fuller. When I put the second one down, I am going to pull up that larger flower and have it go behind. It looked a little bit odd when it was in front of it because the bud itself kind of looks like it's farther back than the flower. So it looks better with the leaf behind it. To add just a touch of sparkle, I'm using some Stardust Stickles on the little dots of the big flower and in the center of the small 4-petal flower. It doesn't have any color to it, but it's going to just twinkle and catch the light. It has a little bit of an opalescent finish to it, so it goes with pretty much any color, but it's a great way just to add a little bit of extra texture to your cards, and it's very simple to do. Just takes a little time to wait for that to dry. Thank you so much for joining me today for day 5 of the Crafty Advent Calendar. I will be back tomorrow and share what is in day 6. I hope you see you then.